Are
3,
you good?
2,
Oh no.
1 3/4.
I'm so scared.
One.
What happens at
One.
the end of this countdown?
We're just live. It just fades in. It just fades in so that we can be back for another episode of a Port City Podcast. Port City Podcast. A little voice crack right there for you. I like to call it all natural auto tune. What did you hit him with a whoa?
Whoa!
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 Yeah.
You guys may be wondering why we have been doing that so much recently. It is because of our new Mordecai and Rigby
Dude, this keeps happening.
keychains.
1 second. This
It
keeps
got
happening.
folded up inside.
It keeps happening to me.
Oh no, poor Rigby. Mordecai and Rigby keychains, because we believe that we, in our friendship, embody the spirits of Mordecai and Rigby. We have deemed this Rig A, and this is Rig B. And it's funny because, you know, the Mordecai with the... it's really interesting because you were mentioning our color palettes.
Yeah.
All of our Hawaiian shirts are very similar in style to our own. Like, all of my Hawaiian shirts kind of look the same.
Yeah.
And yours also. Like, naturally, I dress with more, like, blacks and blues.
Yeah.
And you dress with more, like, oranges and greens, I feel
Which I
like.
probably shouldn't.
I mean, it's just interesting to me that it's, like, you know, the black and blue, like, the orange and kind of green look.
Yeah.
So, even your shirt has
He's
like
so
this.
cool. He's way cooler than me.
What? Who? Oh, the glasses.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but they got the little sunglasses on doing the. So yeah, we be repping the regular show.
Those good golden era Cartoon Network cartoons.
Beautiful.
We love them.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
we've
what
got
do we have for the people
another
today?
episode. Oh my gosh, guys!
Tell them what we have.
Can you believe that it's Friday and we
Can you
have another
believe it?
episode? That's
you
crazy.
made it to another Friday.
It's almost like we release these weekly.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. Every Friday. No, today we kind of have a shorter one for you guys. Just because it's not that there's not a whole lot of information. It's just that
it's opinions.
It is observations.
Yeah.
We're talking about paintball versus airsoft. And if you're a paintballer who has clicked on this video, you should know that we are airsofters.
We are.
We have played paintball.
If you're still here,
yeah.
then
We play airsoft. We have played paintball, and if you're an airsofter, you know what we're about.
yeah, you know what the deal is.
But this is not like a
hating on
on one or the other. This is a comparison. What is
we
the
say
difference?
paintball versus airsoft? I don't like to think about it that way because both are valid, and you can like whatever you like, and that's totally fine. I like to say paintball and airsoft.
Paintball and airsoft.
Because really, it's two sides of a similar coin, right?
Yeah.
It's like one side's Canadian, the other side's like French. Like, are they really that different? Nobody really likes them.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we can say that.
Just messing with
Our greatest sponsor is French Canadian.
He knows. He knows what the score is.
He knows how it goes. Benny S.
We love Benny S.
But yeah, we've got paintball and airsoft.
He also says he
comparison
never watches
video.
them, so
Yeah, so he wouldn't know.
he wouldn't know. This be the one episode he watches.
But yeah, we're just going to kind of go over a comparison of the two, kind of talk about some of our experiences having played both. And if you've never played either, this is probably a good opportunity for you to figure out which one you might like more.
Yeah.
We'd love to see you out in the airsoft field, but
If you play paintball,
if
then
you play paintball, then play
your
paintball.
funeral. Or
I
yeah,
don't know, whatever.
your prerogative.
Yeah. Anyways, let's hop straight into it with the content.
Yeah.
First up, we have prices. So after talking with some, because I have experience like renting paintball equipment and like going out for
same.
rec ball, but like competition stuff and all that, it's a whole nother level for like professional
Like if you're
paintball.
trying to get your own gear, get into it yourself. Yeah.
And so we're, first of all, renting. it's going to be more expensive for paintball, right? Because you have to buy ammo from the field typically. You can't bring your own paint.
Which that's a whole thing in itself.
So it's going to be more expensive to go play a weekend pickup game of paintball, renting equipment. And even, honestly, if you own your own gear, having to buy paint because that stuff's expensive.
Yeah.
And then for Airsoft, it's just going to be cheaper. Not a lot of fields do rent, but if you do have a field near you that rents Airsoft gear, it is cheaper. I think it's like what was the prices we were looking at online? It's like 20 or 25.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's probably like 20 or 25 to get onto the field, but then you have to, for paintball, but then you have to rent.
But they usually have like deals where it's like admission and rental kind of thing.
Yeah,
so.
And if you go in a group, like you get discounts. So, but buying into the sport or hobby, depending on how you look at it, paintball is marginally more expensive to buy into. But after talking with some guys who are out on the paintball field, who have played competitively, who have nice gear, who have full like professional standard setups, the rough price point they were saying for everything is probably roughly $600 for a kind of intermediate, like default starter, not doing anything too fancy, but not also getting a piece of garbage. For Airsoft, you're looking at...
Is that just blaster, or is that
that's
blaster, hop up?
So that's
I guess they call it markers.
That's your... Yeah, markers. Yeah,
so markers.
Yeah, so it's like it's basically the blaster, the barrel, the hopper, and the mask.
600?
You're looking at about that for an intermediate, like this is going to get you taken care of to start out. Like you're going to be basically that mid-level performance. Nothing too fancy, but still like, because there's functional, right? You can show up with a cheap blaster that's not going to perform as good. This is going to get you up to par with rec ball. Yeah. And in a competition, you're going to perform well enough, but it's nothing crazy fancy. Yeah. In Airsoft, you're looking at, I would say...
What would $600 get you in Airsoft?
A lot.
$600 gets you a decent amount in
Most people
Airsoft.
that we know buy in for close to $300. Yeah. Like for a decent blaster. So like a decent blaster in Airsoft is a good starter.
So we're talking just mask, what you would need to step onto the field.
A blaster, some mags, and a mask. Yeah. And you're looking at a blaster 200 to 300 range. I would say 200 to 350 is going to be something that you buy and you don't have to worry about messing up. That's going to be a solid running blaster. It's going to be a mid-level performance. You're going to be able to reach out. You're not going to have the nicest gear, but you're going to be above the like entry level like stuff, baby weapons. Yeah.
And
then for mags, you can buy a multi-pack or you can run some high caps.
Right. I think it's buying like a big bulk thing of high caps. Realistically, I mean, the majority of people that we play with that are just getting into it run like 2 or 3 high caps per game, and they barely go through 1 or 2 mags. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're just doing that, then
you can get Elite Force mags for mid caps for close to $10 a piece, maybe a little less. If you buy the 10 pack, you can get 10 Elite Force mid caps for $80.
Yeah, which would be $8 a piece.
And so, and then a mask, you could probably drop. I wouldn't see. This is the thing. iPro, I don't go lower than $30 on. That's the cheapest I'll go on iPro because you want it to be ANSI rated.
Right. There's some stuff that you don't want to go cheap on.
But like a mask,
because you need your eyes.
The high end dye masks are like close to 200, but like you can just get some Valken goggles for like 25 to 30, and then you can get like a lower mesh piece for like 15. Yeah. So
it's not super expensive.
It's not very expensive. Mm-hmm. So it is more expensive to get into paintball than it is to get into Airsoft.
I mean, and for 600 in Airsoft, that gets you...
You'd be set up. You'd be set.
You'd have a rig, at least. You'd probably have a battle belt set up.
And you can get decent Airsoft rigs for as cheap as like $35.
Oh, yeah. We've got some pretty solid... This
Yaketa over there. They make really nice starter rigs. Really solid. We're not sponsored by them, by the way. We just like we don't run them for us because we have stuff that we like that's nicer, but they are the go-to for entry level.
Yeah, it's what we recommend.
Next up, play style.
Yeah, just kind of So we notice, and so to be fair, Airsoft does kind of get this way too, but it's more of a niche kind of thing. But paintball, we've noticed, is more played unless you are just doing like pickup games on a weekend or whatever. It is more of a sport. Like the majority of people that are really serious about paintball are competitive. They're playing on teams in tournaments and stuff like that. And
you
that's,
get into a whole level of like meta and stuff. Like there's meta in paintball.
And that is fun. It's for us, that's not what we're really looking for, but like we do recognize the importance and the role,
heart and the gumption.
Yeah. Like I'm just not a competitive person. So that's
Airsoft is more of a hobby than a sport and encourages a wider variety of play styles.
Right.
Paintball is a very specific. If you're good at paintball, you play this way. You play paintball this way. And if you're good at Airsoft, that could mean anything.
Yeah.
That could mean a whole bunch of different stuff.
Could mean any number of things. So, yeah, it's that there's not really much to say. Mostly just, and like I said earlier, like Airsoft does kind of get in that way. There are tournaments, there are teams. It's Speedsoft is the term that it's mostly referred to as,
which is a very
similar,
estranged cousin to paintball.
Yeah, like even some of the blasters that have been designed for Speedsoft even resemble paintball markers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that whole thing. Yeah, I don't know too much more to say on playstyle.
It kind of ties into the next.
It does
point.
kind of. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, because paintball is more of a sport and Airsoft is more of a hobby, you get into like the fields.
Yeah,
a paintball field feels a specific way. If you're an airsofter who plays at a paintball field because there's no airsoft fields in your town, you notice very quickly that these fields are set up for paintballers.
Yeah.
They play different. It is smaller fields with typically a lot of dispersed cover and like 1 or 2 points of interest.
Yeah.
Versus airsoft fields are typically modeled either after a video game or are designed in a way similar to where there are multiple lanes and multiple angles, and it's not always symmetrical.
Yeah.
It is, which, symmetry is important in video games. Mm-hmm. Like you think of like Nuketown or like
a lot of Call of Duty maps.
But then you think about like CSGO, and there's no symmetry anywhere to be like found in that. There are very strategic lanes designed, but there's a variety of angles to play.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Airsoft is. It stretches the play style out across more distance and with a larger variety of cover and concealment. So larger AOs is what they call it, areas of operation for airsofters. Which also, because the fields are smaller in paintball, you get into some more fast-paced stuff.
Yeah.
I would say in Airsoft, not always.
Yeah. So
typically it's a little slower.
And a lot of that has to do with, I think, the size of the fields. It's kind of
the same thing.
It takes longer to respawn when you have to walk across.
Yeah.
Acres.
And when you're carrying rigs versus just wearing a jersey and a belt.
Yeah. Which, I mean, paint can be kind of heavy.
Yeah, but we've played paintball.
Which we didn't have all the belt with all the stuff on it. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had a belt.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had a belt, and I took my dad's old belt or like one of my buddy's old belts and bought the little I forget what they're called, the tubes. You remember what they're called?
I don't know.
The paintball tubes that hold your paint. They go on your belt, and then you crack those open into the hopper.
I didn't know you got into it like that.
Yeah. I still rented like blasters and stuff.
But you just had
I had the belt and the pods.
Pods. There you go. Not Tide Pods. You can't eat those.
Don't eat those. Don't eat paint either.
Don't eat paint. I think paintballs, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of them are made out of like fish oil.
Yeah, fish oil. I've heard some are soap.
You can eat it, but
I've eaten one.
You shouldn't.
You should not.
You shouldn't do it. Doesn't taste good.
And I didn't do it by my own.
Yeah.
Like
free
choice. Will. Yeah, it was. I got shot through the mask,
and your mouth was open.
I was breathing and
it
tasty.
We got jinx. So yeah,
stay on track, dude. We get so distracted.
We do get so distracted.
Sorry,
so yeah, in that same vein of like fast paced versus slower play style kind of thing. We notice paintball tends to be more popular with gamers who like clicking mouse 1 a lot. You know,
it's about how fast
can
I get this paintball from my hip in my pod. Yeah. How fast can I get that one to the guy?
Right, not the one that's in the barrel.
No, because it's literally just like doing the 2-finger setup with the extended trigger.
It's a lot of paint getting thrown around.
Yeah.
Unless it's like mag fed. I've seen a bunch of guys doing mag fed.
There are
stuff.
mag fed paintball.
And it's like 30 rounds per mag.
That is very expensive.
Very expensive
to get into. You save money on paint.
You do.
But you spend more money on gear.
Yeah, definitely. More mags. So yeah, but we also realize that Airsoft is definitely more so for cosplayers.
Yeah, people who like to dress up and feel cool.
Yeah, and that's part it kind of ties into the hobby aspect of it. Of half of Airsoft is playing the game, the other half is feeling cool, looking cool. You know, whatever.
Sometimes I'll wear. If I'm not really feeling like getting all done up, I'll wear a Hawaiian shirt and some shorts. And then sometimes I'll be in a full Russian setup.
Like you were last week.
Yeah. Running the RPK. Just feeling like
in a tank top.
Just feeling like the most bad.
Just real sunburnt.
Oh yeah, it's up here. But it was worth it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's guys who show up fully kitted out as a juggernaut. There's some guys who show up fully kitted out as a child in a unicorn onesie.
There's a
wide variety of options.
2 of the guys we play with, one of them has like a full Russian juggernaut suit. The other one has like a full SCP loadout. It's nuts. Yeah.
But paintball, you get the jerseys. Of course, rec ball, you get just guys in jeans and gym shorts and whatnot. But the attire still there is the same way that having a good kit for Airsoft, it gives you an advantage. We were talking to a guy about there is specific advantages to the type of jersey, the type of padding, the type of helmet you have. Running the little you may see people with the helmets, the masks that have all the strips coming out of it. That's dreads. It looks like just a bunch of little strips of rubber.
Yeah.
The one, it's to look cool, but 2, rubber bounces. So if you get hit in the head, the paint may not break.
And if the paint doesn't break, you don't have to call it.
Exactly. So there's some strategy to that too. So it's just 2 different approaches, One's a little more tactical, one's a little bit more, it's still tactical in the sense of the tactics of paintball, but it's not when we say tactical, we mean operators moving through a building, checking their corners and all that. Paintball, it is a lot more of it is more of a sport where there are plays and maneuvers that you do and techniques, but they are not resembling anything from the real steel community.
It does feel like, having played some competitive Counter-Strike, it feels like Counter-Strike. Everybody's got lanes and roles and you're going this way, I'm going this way. Yeah. We got plays and stuff, angles that you have to watch and all that.
Yeah, and Airsoft feels more like Ground Branch or Squad.
Yeah, where it's a large scale, or not necessarily large scale.
Not always, but sometimes.
A big firefight.
And with that comes the speed and aggression of getting up as far and as fast as you can in a paintball game to take ground and get people out. And movement is life in that. If you're not moving, you're getting run up on.
Yeah.
Airsoft is a little slower. There's still that element of you don't want to stay in one spot too long, but you have more time. You're surveying the area. You're taking in information, processing it, making a plan with your team, and moving. Versus, oh, there's a guy there, so I got to get on his left now to get him while he's not looking. And there is some of that. There are some players like that. But speaking generally versus like one or the other, that's kind of the way that they split.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, kind of realism on the topic of realism, where the realism ends for Airsoft is the projectile that's fired.
Yeah, and that is literally one of the biggest differences between the two.
Yeah.
Between the two, paintball versus Airsoft, they're completely different ammo types.
Yeah.
I mean, paintball is shooting slower, but it's got a larger like surface area for impact, and Airsoft is shooting faster.
Yeah,
but it's a smaller area of impact. It weighs less. It travels different.
So that the popular discussion is which hurts more, paintball or Airsoft. It's not. It ain't like that, right? I don't think it's like that. It's a different hurt.
I personally think they hurt different. I've heard people say one hurts more than the other. Having been hit at all ranges by both, having been sniped and point blanked by both, they hurt different. They just do. It's just not.
Do you
the
have
same.
one that you prefer?
I would rather get hit up close. I don't know. I feel like I would rather. Okay, I'd rather get hit by a BB simply because I don't want my gear covered in paint.
That's fair.
And I know that that's like, ooh, Isaac's afraid of getting dirty.
Puts wear.
If I'm wearing a kit, because I see the mag-fed paintball guys take their stuff out, dude. It may have been Coyote Brown at some point.
It is not anymore.
It is not anymore.
It's like purple.
Yeah, and it's like this material just soaks it up.
Yeah, you can't get that stuff out.
And I want to wear a rig, and I want to have mags and stuff. So that's why I do Airsoft. But as far as like pain level goes, getting shot up close by a paintball, I think, hurt less than getting shot up close by a BB. However, getting shot from far away with a paintball, it maintained its force of impact better than a BB.
Oh, that's the average full thrust.
Exactly. Yeah. But like, so getting hit up close with a paintball is gonna bruise and it's gonna hurt and it's not fun. But getting hit up close with a BB, you're like guaranteed to bleed.
For
like
sure.
If you're point blanked with a BB,
Dude,
you're guaranteed to get a scar from
speaking
it.
of
paintball does break the skin sometimes. I've had that happen, but it's like I've got a scar up here too.
Yeah, you said getting point blanked. I got point blanked by Asa.
Oof, yeah,
and I bled.
Yeah, exactly.
I still have the wound.
But again, it's that small area of impact. It's very concentrated. It's a higher force. But paintball, it's going to burst, hopefully. Well, not, if you don't want to be out, not hopefully. But if you want to get not hurt, hopefully it bursts.
I doubt that a paintball, unless it was just like a really hard paint or frozen, I doubt it would hit you square on and not break. I doubt it.
Oh, yeah. No, most of the times where it bounces is because it's at an angle.
Yeah.
But
there are some people that will freeze.
If you've ever caught a paintball up close and a BB up close, you know what I'm talking about. Obviously, BB hits me in the vest. I'm going to feel that I got hit, but I'm not going to like hurt at all.
Right.
But like, same with a paintball, I guess, if you're wearing a vest. But like, getting caught by a BB in the bare skin.
Oh, it's a little rough.
A little different than getting caught by a paintball in the bare skin. Like, I've had both happen. And
it's. I don't think one hurts. It's different. It's just different.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. Maybe just go get hit by both. Have your friends
go do it.
Blast you.
Right. If you're at a field where paintball and airsoft is happening, see what's up.
Paintball versus airsoft.
Do it. Finally, somebody's got to.
'Twas foretold.
Yeah, you might be the chosen one.
Yeah. long-awaited, the prophecy of the Airsoft versus Paintball game.
Who will win?
Yeah.
When two armies collide.
Dude, all the paintballers are just not calling their hits because the BBs aren't breaking.
Don't to call it didn't break.
I don't know if you ever saw, but they did. There was a company that was getting into paintball BBs.
Yes, I did see that.
I don't ever know if anything came of that because it sounded terrible because
I
can just imagine it breaking inside of the barrel and ruining all my hop up and everything.
Yeah, everything, all of it, the whole thing.
And kind of as a final point, Airsoft.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the lovers.
Airsoft is for lovers.
Paintball
is for fighters.
It's for fighters.
Yeah.
You go out to a paintball game, high intensity, aggression, pushing, maneuvering, winning, killing.
Murder, actual murder.
Seeing your enemies driven before you and hearing the lamentations of the women. Airsoft is one guy looks like Captain Price. The other one looks like the Easter Bunny. And we're all having fun.
We're all having a great time.
So, it depends on how seriously you want to take it. Paintball is going to be a little bit more intense, a little more serious. You're still going to have fun.
Yeah.
The community seems great.
Yeah.
It's just very different. Airsoft is about how goofy can I look while still operating.
Yeah.
Paintball's about, how quick can I hit this slide into cover.
I mean, sometimes paintball can be about how goofy can I look.
Yeah, sometimes.
I just don't see it as often.
It's very different communities. So, but that is, in summary, that is the difference between paintball and airsoft. You've got paintball with the fast-paced, aggressive gameplay.
You got it.
Airsoft is a little slower, a little more tactical, a little more strategic.
Yeah.
There's overlap in the communities, right? You got guys in the paintball community that are like the hidden hedgehog, who will link him down in the description. I don't know if you know this guy, do you?
I don't think I do.
He's down in the description. He's a mag-fed paintball sniper who plays like an airsoft sniper, but in paintball.
Oh, wild.
It's like crazy. And then you've got like Speed QB that are making like the upside down mounted like pistol mag pouches on the rig, the chest rig, where it's like you like drop so that you can like pull down and in.
Oh, like
they're face like they're upside down.
You put them in from the bottom,
yes,
and then you just so you don't have to do the rotation.
But they're like this big. The rigs, they're like.
Oh yeah, it's just like a little chess piece.
Yeah, and so you have overlap in the communities, but try both. Why not? Both. Go out one weekend to play paintball. Go out one weekend airsoft.
Try it out.
As for me and mine, airsoft.
We're sticking with airsoft. Yeah, this house is an airsoft house.
Yeah, and that's everything, guys. That's the episode.
That is.
It's a little bit shorter.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked what you saw, then do a like and a subscribe. And if you want to stay up to date on more videos, we're always posting. We post a podcast episode every Friday. And then we have moved to twice a month now, correct? Twice a month videos. It could either be a budget loadout. It could be a blaster review. Or it could be, what's the other? Oh my gosh.
We do some tutorials. We do some training videos.
We have some other stuff that we're working on too.
We've got some secrets.
Yeah, we do have some secrets. If you would like to support the channel, just kind of help us get out there a little bit better. The best way to do that is to comment and to share. If you have some friends that you think would like this video, if you have some paintball friends or some airsoft friends, and you want to start some drama in your friend group, get some conversation going, send them this video. Put a little comment down below telling us how much you hate us for pooping on your favorite sport or not pooping on your favorite sport or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which I hope we didn't poop on. We tried not
Both
to.
Both are valid.
Yeah, I don't think we really said anything that.
It's nothing negative. It's just differences.
I feel like it's one of those things of like, oh, airsofters talking about paintball. What did they know?
Not as much. Yeah. We haven't played as much. We have played, but just.
But yeah, so if you want to support us, comment, share if you like it. Subscribe, hit us with a like. Check us out on Instagram. We post there. We've got some really good stuff posting there, some good shorts and videos and the like. That
content
that is at port_city_airsoft. It's kind of crazy we got that handle. So I'll keep saying that, dude.
We got it though.
It's nuts. Check us out on there. And then we have a Reddit as well. We're active on Reddit, answering questions, posting pictures and videos and stuff. That is linked down below in the description. So check that out as well. We do have, like what Isaac was saying, we do have some top secret things happening. Some of that's content. Some of it is not content. But we will keep you guys posted on that.
Some of that
what's
is
going on.
Opportunities.
Some of that is big business.
Big money moves.
But yeah, I mostly just glad you guys are here watching this, and
we wouldn't make the videos if there weren't people watching. So for those of you who have been here supporting the channel,
thank you.
We are here for you to bring you content. If you have ideas, comment below, DM us on Instagram, or else.
Or else what?
Or else the videos won't get made.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, if you don't tell us what you want, we can't make it.
Yeah.
So
tell us what you want, what you really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
I wanna. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know if we can use that song.
As long as it was, I think, less than 10 seconds.
It used to be 10. It might be 6 now.
It might be 6. Could be 3. Well, what do you say we get out of here? I think we got food, dude. Confounded. We really do got to clear this place out.
We just got to push the table forward more.
No, I'm saying so we don't have to keep.
Oh, grabbing this, dude.